Yo guys, what's up? It's your girl Dev, and today we're going to talk about Silk Road. And this Silk Road is a little bit different than some of the other Silk Roads that we've had in the past. The new updates hit Rise of Kingdoms, and now we're going to talk about the changes they made to Silk Road and how it's going to affect the way you play it. Now, this video is a YouTube video and nothing is perfect, and my content is never going to be perfect because I don't like perfection. I just strive for making it real, right? So this Silk Road for my alliance didn't go quite well, but we didn't have a lot of people online, and that's totally cool. We made it work. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay guys, so let's talk about Silk Road. And just like the past events, there are multiple different modes. We have easy, normal, hard, nightmare, and hell. And in order to unlock each individual mode, you do need to complete the one before it. We went ahead and completed hell mode. Now, you get a chance to look at the rules, go ahead and read through them, but they're pretty similar to the past events, no major changes. Here's an example of the email that just came out from Lilith saying that you can only use one troop in this event, which was pretty interesting, and I'm glad that they did it because it did reduce the amount of lag that you experience. So, pretty cool. Now, this mail that I got was from getting 85.5%. And this is the kind of rewards that you get on hell mode. You get the max amount. And when you get under 85%, these are the rewards that you get. But you do have to meet the minimum requirement for points. Not 100% sure exactly the point cost, but it should be about 5,000 a person. I ended up racking up 1.2 million points. Yeah, you heard me. And I'm going to show you why. Now, there is a vacancy screen that you do need to keep an eye on, especially when you have a kingdom that's very active. You do need to know that it does reset every hour, and it's good to check back and forth with that. Here are some rewards that you can get from participating, and this is from your alliance ranking. It goes off from whoever the alliance gets the highest percentage first is going to stay at that top spot. Now, let's kick off Silk Road. Alright, so the first thing you can notice in the screen is the giant ring that spawns around the caravan itself. And if you notice, if your troop or any troops are inside the ring, they generate 1,000 honor, or 1,000 individual points, not honor, individual points. And that's kind of part of your generation of points, and it'll help you gain more points as you participate longer in the event. Nothing else changed necessarily in the beginning of this, so you're still going to get those troops spawning, you're still going to get the harder enemies. When you are doing Silk Road, you do want to hit the red enemies first, the red and white ones, because they stop whenever you attack them, so you can chain multiple of them together, and having a good AoE commander and also having a good DPS commander, that's really good. Like, I used Guan and Alex for this, and I had T5 infantry, and I actually did it in 2 times. First time I did it with Ethelfled and Alex, and I don't think that did as well as I thought, and I had full T4 ponies or cavalry, and that didn't do well for me. Actually, I died pretty fast. But when I did it with the Guan Alex pair, it actually worked really well for me. But Ethelfled would be a great combination, great commander to use because of her AoE, and she can get multiple enemies at one time. Okay guys, so one thing that we did notice that they made the change to is now when the caravan stops and the guard spawns, you do stop gaining individual honor. And that was interesting. We actually waited. We were like, hey, let's just stay in the circle. Maybe we'll get individual points. But you actually don't. So you could rush the guard and be perfectly fine. And it still accrues individual points as soon as you kill the guardian, and you can continue the event as normal. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, we did actually do a king skill on our troops over in the area. That really did help us. I believe it did make a little bit of a difference to help kill these barbarians out, we also activated the alliance skill for unbridled progress to increasing our march speed so that we can move faster along the map, because we weren't sure if the caravan was going to be on territory or off territory. Remember, you do get additional buffs when you're on territory, so activating the caravan at a fortress that's with a lot of open territory that you have is probably the better option, but sometimes we don't always have that opportunity. I will say this, it was a lot of fun, and the caravan didn't survive as long as we thought it should have, but you know what? That does happen. Okay, so here's some tips and tricks when it comes to playing the caravan event. You always want to attack the barbarians that are green. They should be your primary focus because they don't stop moving until you kill them. They don't spawn very often, but when they do spawn, they come in swarms, and there's nothing you can do. You have got to take them down or they will put massive amount of damage onto your caravan. So it is really important that you do focus a lot of your efforts on him. The red troops that do spawn are pretty strong too, but you do need to catch them in those AoEs that you provide with those AoE commanders, or even direct contact. I was able to drag and drop the I was able to use Guan Yu's AoE skills and get a couple of them at the same time while directly targeting them, so that did help kind of ease into killing them faster, but we didn't make it out on this video one that well. Okay guys, so let's do a quick recap of the Silk Road event. Now remember, you do get a chance to compete in an easy, normal, hard, nightmare in hell mode, and remember, you do need to complete the previous mode successfully in order to move on. When it comes to the rankings, you do need to make sure that if you are the first alliance to complete 100% on hell mode, you will be rank 1. If another alliance was to complete the same event, hell mode, and at 100%, they will be rank 2, and so on and so forth. And it does go off of the 100% ranking and the highest tier completed. Alright, and remember, you can only have one march competing in this. I did notice that when we went back to collect the loot chests, they actually stopped spawning. They were going to be deleted. So I think actually having a march trail behind you might help pick up those loot chests. But do remember, when you pick up those chests, they do cost 100 action points. So make sure you have some extra action points to use when you pick up those chests. Your alliance does get 3 attempts, so a little recommendation. If you know that your alliance is competing in the Silk Road event at 20 UTC, then it's best to be on. If you can't be on for that event, you need to leave the alliance and go to another one if you would like to participate, because if you're in the alliance, when they complete the event, it does count as a chance. So you won't be able to complete Silk Road in any other alliance or get any reward. So please keep that in mind when you are doing Silk Road. Okay guys, that wraps up for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in and learning about the new changes they made to Silk Road. And if you've never done Silk Road before, then you've learned a little bit about how to do it. If you have any questions, I'm really good about getting back to you guys in the comments. So don't forget, drop a comment below and let me know if you have any questions about Silk Road. I am doing we only did 2 attempts. We're going to do the last attempt the next day and see how well it does. I will post in the comments how well we did. We did end up getting 2nd place on the second time we did this, and it was 85.5%. We are going to try to do better, and I'll drop in the comment below and pin it to the top on how well we actually competed in the event. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos to see more content like this. And don't forget, ring that bell so that when I do live streams or drop brand new videos, you'll be able to watch it. Because you know what? You like watching my content, you're gonna subscribe, right? So guys, for now, just keep it real.